ready?
I'm more than ready. It's already started.
You fuck.
Hello, everybody. How you doing?
Hey, everybody.
I'm Robin.
I'm Brandt. I decided
Yeah, you did.
to do this little podcast thing.
I have laundry.
Robin doesn't. You haven't gotten your
kidding.
laundry yet?
I'm kidding.
I was gonna say. But we currently don't have the capture card device that we normally use, because Nick has it at home, which is about an hour away from here. But we decided to do a little podcast thingy.
Yeah.
Maybe for like a half an hour or so, whatever, however long it takes for us to talk about things.
4 hours.
Way too long. But yeah, so this is like it's loosely structured, and we're going to talk about some things that we're playing.
Awesome.
And yeah.
Yeah.
So Robin.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us about what you have been playing lately?
Oh God. I've been like horribly obsessed with Skyrim lately. I don't know why.
Which horribly obsessed
as in like
is a pretty good representation of what you've been doing.
I've been playing like, oh God, if I'm honest with myself, like 8 hours a day. I don't know.
Yeah, he's been playing like 8 hours a day lately. Because I started playing Skyrim again. I redid my playthrough. I've been playing that as well.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, like, I was like, yeah, Robin, I'm going to start Skyrim up again. And he's like, okay, cool.
And he fueled my addiction.
And then, like, a couple of days later, he's like,
I can't stop.
Send
help.
That's pretty much what's been going on.
It's true. I've been having so much fun, though. I finally got the rest of the DLC for it. I got Dawnguard and Dragonborn, I think is the other one, which just gives you more weapons, I think. But they both have been pretty cool so far, and now that I actually have the full game, I already had Hearthfire, which was pretty awesome. But yeah, it's nice, like actually going back to it. And it's like wintry and it's all fancy, and I've never actually beaten the game yet officially.
I don't think many people have.
Well, no, it's because people have. It's just like I either get lost in so much shit and quests, or like I get pissed off at like one person dying that wasn't supposed to die. And I lost all my saves, where I'm like, fuck it, I'm done. Yeah,
it's like I haven't gotten any of the mods or anything. I'm playing on the 360.
You have the very first version.
I have the original build because
you could still go through walls with plates.
Yeah, it hasn't been updated because we haven't had internet on this particular 360. So therefore, I still have all the glitches that are like classic to Skyrim. So like basically half of my playthrough has been me saving at certain points and trying to break the game.
It's been pretty incredible.
Which I have done several times. It's like the Fallout 3 baby run that I was doing a little bit back. I haven't touched that.
Why didn't we record that? That would have
been
fantastic.
Because I'm a loser.
Yeah, we'll go back to that someday.
What are some other things that you've been touching?
Well, I finally got into Undertale more. A friend of mine actually got me the game, but... Not trying to sound like a hipster, but he got me the game before it exploded into the giant fan base that it got. I word good, but
this is a podcast. You don't have to word good. We can speak some language that doesn't exist right now, and people will be like, "Oh, cool."
Yeah. No, but I've been playing that more. I got like the first time I played it, I got up to meeting the goat mom. And I got so, like, sad and upset that I'm just like, fuck it, I'm not playing this anymore. I'm never doing it again. And I got to playing it more, and I got past that part, and I'm trying to do a, what's it called? Pacifist run. But I have not seen any, like, playthroughs or data or anything like that.
Yeah, Robin has been avoiding any spoilers whatsoever.
No, so I'm literally on my own for this. It's pretty awesome.
It's hard on me because I've been watching...
Yeah, don't you dare tell me... You did tell me the long-necked dog, though. That was pretty awesome.
The long-necked dog.
He's just... You pet him forever.
But... No, I was watching the Game Grumps, or the Steam Train version, where Barry and Ross have been playing it.
Oh, God, Ross.
And it's honestly, like, just watching it for me. I normally watch a lot of video games. Half of the games that I don't even play, mainly because my computer is a piece of shit. It's true.
You're not wrong.
But no, I've been watching it, and I've been trying to avoid spoiling it for Robin. So like, I usually put in my headphones and like
Or I'll
keep
go
to
in
myself.
I'll go in my bedroom or something.
Yeah,
like
Robin
that.
hides and is like, I don't want to hear about it.
I
don't wanna hear
don't.
about
I
it.
don't. I want to have like a completely fresh playthrough and figure out all the discoveries myself, which is fun. I love that.
It's hard to do though because
Yeah.
with Undertale, like you have that cult following of you got people that are dedicated to the music, dedicated to the characters, the storyline.
I've still been pretty good about it. Like I've seen like pictures here and there of like random characters popping in, but nothing too much.
Yeah, it's one of those games that's like it's so hard not to spoil. It's kind of like Star Wars, the video games right now.
Yeah.
Because like nobody wanted Star Wars to be spoiled, and then
Or the new movie, which I still haven't seen.
Yeah.
I'm trying that. It's the same scenario.
yeah, like I've seen the Star Wars movie too.
Yeah, and I haven't. So
Can't tell Robin any of those secrets
don't
either.
fucking do it.
But yeah, so you've been playing Undertale, Skyrim.
Team Fortress 2 as usual.
Yeah, Team Fortress is kind of like a
That's like the go back for me. Like Brandt and Tom have Dota all the time. Nick has his
Dude,
Xbox and
Dota-
I have TF2.
Dota is that game that you secretly hate,
I'm not.
but you still play.
Yeah, why the fuck do you guys keep playing it? You get so mad.
Because all right,
Just as I'm sleeping, you and Tom just exploding from the other room on a constant basis.
the thing about Dota is you will have the shittiest game.
Every game.
No, not every game.
Every.
You have a shitty game, and then all of a sudden you go back to it, and you're like, all right, guys, there's no chance of us winning this. And then all of a sudden you come back out of nowhere, and it's the most intense fight ever, and it's such a good moment, like that beating the odds kind of thing, because like I'm terrible at it, and when I start like actually getting kills and like I start actually progressing and I feel myself progressing, it's a really good feeling. Like it's almost like leveling up in an RPG. Like you're like, yeah, RPG leveling up, and then, it's a good feeling for me. And like in TF2, I feel a lot less progression because, it's you can lose like every single match, or like you can win randomly. Like it depends on who's on your team, but normally when we get into a group of like 5 people, we'll all get on Skype and then, see what happens. But I will not record Dota. That is one thing. It'll be awful.
Game.
Yeah, it's... No, people would make fun of me and be like, you're awful at this. And I'd be like, yes, I really am. But we are doing something Dota related, which I'm not going to tell anybody about yet.
You even tell me about it.
Robin, we told you about it.
I forgot it.
Tom and I...
Don't tell us.
Nick and I have something planned because Nick doesn't like Dota, and I'm really terrible at it. So we're gonna
look at me.
We're gonna do something fun with that.
Yeah. I just don't like MOBAs. Like I don't like games where you like have to devotedly sit down for more than 10 minutes at a time.
Yeah,
I like to get up and like get some water, go to the bathroom, and be able to do that instead of be like, all right, I'm dead. Hold on, I gotta pee as fast as humanly possible.
Yeah, it's one of those things like. Later on in the game, when you have like a longer time to get back into it, like when you have like 60 seconds, you're like, all right, I gotta make a sandwich quick.
Exactly. Like I don't like that rushingness. It's like, oh shit, I lost. It's all my fault. I was standing there for 10 seconds.
Yeah, I do have to admit, Tom gets pretty heated when I fuck something up, and it makes me sad. Like the other day, they were like bitching at me for something.
Really?
And I was like, all right, you guys understand, I'm really terrible at this game. You should, because they're all in like, they're all like level 60, and I'm level 12.
I'm level 2.
So like, yeah, and see, like I'm paired up with all these people, and it gets hectic.
Yeah.
So
and like they're the ones who like encourage us to do this in the first place.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Yeah, come join us.
This is like, but they got to be assholes about it. But
Yeah.
but other than that. I've also picked up Age of Empires 2, the HD remaster of it. And I think I've put more hours into that game in a couple days' time than any other video game I've ever played. It's a really fun... If you don't know what Age of Empires is, it's an RTS. Well, how do you not know what Age of Empires is? It's one of like those traditional RTS experiences like StarCraft and that, except it's based on like actual history and shit like that.
Think like Civ but real time.
Yeah, it's basically Civ, like similar to Civ 5, but in real time, so you actually get stressed out because you find out that other people are accelerating faster than you.
It took all your sheep.
Oh my god, I hate it when people take my fucking
They
sheep.
developed nukes.
Oh my god. No, nukes aren't actually in that game. If nukes were in that game, I'd be dead all the time.
That's what Rise of Nations is, which I got all you guys for either my last birthday or Christmas.
See, the problem is, in order to enjoy that game fully, I think, is the multiplayer.
Yeah, but
We have to get together, and the problem
which we
is,
never
like,
have, and I don't know why.
like Tom's always like playing something, and he
Dota.
plays Dota, or he'll play something like a horror game that comes out, and then Robin plays. You've also been playing. What is it? The ship commanding game.
Oh, Guns of Icarus.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that game.
You know.
Oh.
So like Robin's been playing that, and like I'll stick to like either console games or I'll play Dota. So it's a lot of just, you know, we're all like doing our own thing kind of.
We get together to play games once in a while.
Oh, yeah.
But like we for some reason have never gotten organized enough to play that specific game, even though I know we all love RTSs.
Yeah.
And what happened to that Civ match that we were gonna have?
Well, I don't think we're gonna be doing that anytime soon.
Son of a bitch.
Well, we might. Our friend Ryan. If Ryan, if you're watching this video, we will play Civ 5 with you.
Hi, Ryan.
We
doing?
might also get our friend Charlie in on it.
Hi, Charlie.
Hi, Charlie.
How you doing?
Shout outs.
How you doing, Brandt?
I'm doing pretty good. But yeah, we'll probably play Civ 5. Not sure if we'll record it.
We should. Oh God, actually,
It
maybe
might
not.
be pretty tough.
It'd be like 100 episode series.
Yeah, it'd take us forever because we like to start from the beginning.
Yeah.
I think it's cooler to have that beginning like progression system.
It's also easier. I tried to do. Oh God, ages ago, I tried to do a like from industrial start. It definitely takes less time.
Yeah.
But. Ugh, hold on, I gotta prop myself on the couch. It definitely takes less time, but you're in so much of a frantic rush because you're given because the game like anticipates for all that. They give you like some starting armies. They give you like 3 or 4 starting settlers, and you just build cities as fast as possible, and then conquer other cities as fast as possible. It's just a train wreck in the end.
Yeah, it's like I'm big on those kind of games, like the slower paced games, especially like Age of Empires and Civ 5. Yeah, we'll have to try Rise of Nations again. Like,
Yeah, well, we haven't in general.
well, that's true. Well, no, I played it a little bit.
Well, single player isn't nearly
The
as good as
single
the
player kind of makes me upset.
It should. It's very stupid.
And like I'm very big on single player experiences. Like a lot of games that I play have been single player because I grew up not owning any online capable systems.
Oh yeah, well that's because we grew up in the age where dial-up was still a thing.
Well,
We're
no,
still part of that.
even like during the time of like, you know, Xbox 360 online multiplayer, it took me until like this gen of systems to actually, you know, be able to explore like online gaming.
Yeah.
The only online game that I played prior to this was RuneScape, and
Yay!
Lord knows
I've been playing that too recently. Actually,
Robin's been playing a lot.
A lot of diversity.
Have you been playing the new client, or have you been playing the old
I've
one?
been doing the new clients, and I don't know what to think about it. They've definitely. For those of you who haven't played RuneScape in a while and missed the old stuff, go play the old stuff, by the way.
Yeah,
But
I don't know if it's open for members only.
I think it's open for members only.
Yeah.
There was actually a giant poll that they had, and if they had enough votes, it would be free for everyone. Like
Well,
the entire.
fuck.
Just not enough people voted, I guess.
How dare they?
Yeah.
I would love
to
them
go back.
to go back to the good old days of like people, you know, saying that they're going to give you a million gold for. Do they still do that? The people that offer gold for like your credit card information. Because I remember,
No, they
like,
do.
there was this guy that just followed me around a long time ago, like when I played RuneScape, and he'd be like, "I'll give you 1,000,000 gold if you like give me all
Tell
this
me your-
information." And I'm
Oh
like,
God.
I don't even have a credit card. I'm like 12.
I'm like 10. I don't even have. I just kind of have this backpack. You can have it if you want. No, but it's changed so much now. Like, there's still some old like slight factors of the old RuneScape, like in the quote unquote original one.
Yeah.
But it's such a money making scheme now. Like, I still love a lot of the lore. Like they actually put thought into the lore this time. They killed one of the main gods, for crying out loud.
Oh, well, I did not know that.
Yeah, in the storyline, they killed Guthix, the god of balance. But, sorry, spoilers.
Robin, the spoilers of a game that some people play, I guess.
That still is in there, and if you went and played it, you would learn it within about 10 minutes. But, okay, the storyline is great, but they have this really stupid thing. It was literally called the Squeal of Fortune at first, which was like this freaking wheel of... It was a Wheel of Fortune. It was like you got a spin ticket every day, and you could get it by doing other stuff. And you got completely unique and rare items from that. And you could pay real money to buy more tickets to get a better chance of getting these really rare and cool items that like give you a bunch of bonuses in the game. So it literally just turned into a pay-for-win.
Yeah,
And it was really dumb.
A lot of games are doing that route, and that's what's really upsetting, because like even like popular games that you're like, oh yeah, this game's great.
Yeah.
They always have that pay to win kind of like undertone.
Mm-hmm.
Which fuck that.
Well, on the good side, a lot of those games like RuneScape has done it for about a couple of years now. I know WoW is doing this as well. You can pay for membership with in-game gold now. It takes a shit ton of gold, but you can do it. But it's also another way for pay to win, because you can just pay... In RuneScape, it's called bonds. You can buy a bond and then sell it for gold. So you can literally buy like a shit ton of bonds and sell them everywhere, and then get a bajillion gold, and then buy like all the party hats in the store.
Just buy all the party hats. All right.
And then destroy them and wreck the economy.
I mean, I would love to wreck the economy. Welcome to America, where we wreck the economy on a daily basis.
Yeah, really.
Let's not bring in politics on this, though.
We're sorry for being Americans.
All right.
I genuinely am, but we're not going to get on that.
Let's possibly talk about... All right.
Bus.
So you heard about the new news about Smash Brothers characters.
Yeah.
How do you feel about another Fire Emblem
This
character?
feels like an interview. Okay.
And Cloud and Bayonetta.
Well, as a person who hasn't ever owned a console or played any of those games, I feel like I'm not the best aficionado for you to go to.
All right.
I've never... You fucked up.
Something fell. My iPad fell.
Your iPad.
Shut
How
up.
many times has that fallen and not broken?
Shut up. We're not going to risk it.
Wait, hold on. Knock on wood.
But like, I feel like you've played enough Smash Brothers with us to...
Oh, yeah.
Like...
Okay, I'm all for more characters. Like that's really fantastic.
And they've been really good about like having some unique characters.
Yeah, I love Ryu, and I really like Bayonetta being in there. That's it totally makes sense, but it's weirdly like one of the last people I figured to be in there.
Yeah, like
she's like super sexualized, and this is like what's supposed to be a kid game with like Mario and Yoshi.
Yeah, well, like one of the things that some of us were expecting was actually Shovel Knight.
Austin's still waiting.
We were hoping, our friend Austin, he just picked up the Shovel Knight amiibo.
Oh god.
But we thought about it. It's like, all right, they're announcing this new amiibo, and it's Shovel Knight, and Shovel Knight has basically become like a cult classic on the Nintendo platform. I have it for the 3DS. I know some people that have it for the Wii U, and it's like, I think that would be one of the more unique characters to add to the series, especially since they've been adding like third-party characters. Why not add an indie character?
Well, the thing is with that, there's just so many more in line. Like, I know it's a cult classic now, but it kind of has to, in my opinion, because I haven't played Shovel Knight.
Yeah.
And I haven't really been of that 16-bit era that much, so it's not that nostalgic for me. But I think Nintendo's waiting for it to... Oh god, I'm sounding like every person trying to justify the character.
Robin, we're in a podcast. Anything you say will be held against you in a comment section.
That's very true. I'm sorry, comments, but
It's
at
okay.
the same time, I don't care. But I think that Nintendo is going to be waiting for... If they do pick Shovel Knight, they're probably going to wait for it to be able to withstand the test of time.
Yeah.
Because so many others have, but Shovel Knight is a cult classic now.
I guess it's since it's a new kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, I would have been cool with Banjo Kazooie.
I think a lot of people would have been okay with Banjo Kazooie.
I think everybody would have been cool with that.
But that's owned by Microsoft now, though, isn't it?
It's true, but Microsoft did tweet out that they were willing to negotiate with Nintendo about putting Banjo in there.
To what deal?
Not sure, because you never know with Microsoft now that they own fucking Minecraft, and they're like, we're gonna buy out these companies. Like, I mean, I'm cool with Microsoft, but some of the business practices. Are
okay, with Minecraft, that was Notch not going insane. I don't blame him.
Yeah,
for that.
But
Notch, if you're out there, if you somehow see this in like 100 years or two when we discover robotic technology, you're pretty awesome.
Yeah, only at that point in time though, when we discover that
specifically 200 years, and if you are robots,
hyper realism in robotics. All right, now Robin, do you have any stories about some games you've been playing?
Oh, I think. Well, I just discovered you can destroy the entire Dark Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Okay, I've never done the Dark Brotherhood quest in Skyrim. For those of you who don't know, the Dark Brotherhood in Skyrim is like this big assassins group, which I was actually curious about joining at first because I've never done it. And fucking, I don't know, I'm not a badass, but I joined them. I did the quest to get in it, and they're literally just a bunch of like ragtag murdering lunatics, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try to kill all of them, and of course the game didn't let me. But I actually found out, and I love this about Bethesda. I love that they fixed this from their giant flump of Fallout New Vegas, which I will rage on later, not today.
We'll discuss Fallout New Vegas another time.
God, all the stories. I could go on for hours. But anyway, they actually had a second back door for that quest, where if you kill the leader when she's trying to recruit you, you are able, you get a quest. You get an actual quest that is called "Kill the Dark Brotherhood!" ! I love Bethesda so much right now.
Bethesda is pretty great. I mean, all right.
It's New Vegas.
Let's not discuss. We'll discuss New Vegas another time. Maybe we'll have
Home Alone 2.
Tom in on it, because I think he's played New Vegas.
Has he? No, he hasn't. He hasn't played any of the Fallout games.
Shit! We need to get him to play some of the Fallout games.
Yeah, we do.
I have him on.
He was gonna get it for Christmas, and he was like, "Why don't I jump to New Vegas?" I'm like, "Don't do it."
I have that Steam share thing, so he can play Fallout 4. So, because I own Fallout 4 and I've been playing that.
But see, should he do 4 or should he do 3 first? I feel like 3 would be. It's just that Tom doesn't want to take up that much time. Sorry, Tom, if you're in. You literally told me this.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want to take up that much time, which I understand.
Yeah,
but
like Tom seems like more of a. He's a hardcore gamer, but he's not a gamer that wants to put in like so many hours for a story. It's just like
he wants in for the story. It's just like a story that's designed to last forever. Like every latest Bethesda game.
It's one of those things. Like, I mean, he's played GTA 5.
Yeah.
And that has like an end to it, but then it has online, which is like, make your own story kind of thing.
We've done online. Well, online is literally just a bunch of people going around killing everyone else. So.
But yeah, we'll see what we can get in on it, because I know Nick hasn't played it.
I think Nick would love it. Nick hasn't played it?
No, he's not.
Nick would love it.
I think another thing we should do is maybe next time have a discussion about video game plots.
Ooh.
And stuff, and kind of discuss like things like that, and that kind of nature of like what's your favorite video game plot and things like that. My story.
Yes. Please tell us.
All right, so I've been playing Skyrim, like I said. And one of the things is, I got to this point of, what place was that?
Windhelm.
Windhelm, yeah. There's a place called, Calixto's, Oddities. House of Oddities. And I stumbled across it one day, and
I need to animate this.
You do need to animate this, because I'm playing as a wood elf, and I'm trying to stick to like a certain like background of his. Essentially, I made like a little background lore for him where he tends to be a thief, and he tends to be kind of like a hoarder of items that he's gathered from like all different buildings across Skyrim.
I wouldn't call it a backstory. You pretty much made a rule for yourself.
I made a rule for myself essentially, but I'm tying it into like this like story behind the character. And I was like deciding, okay, I have to steal like one item from every place I enter.
Oh my god, it's gonna be so much trouble.
So I went into Calixto's and I found this thing called Ysgramor's soup spoon.
It was a fork.
It was a fork. And I thought it would be so cool to steal that. So when he had his back turned, I stole it. Stole it.
Thank you.
I can't speak English right.
It's fine.
Especially when I'm excited about this story. So what ended up happening was I stole the spoon, quote unquote, and I headed back to Whiterun. So I was in Whiterun, and as I was leaving, in fact, after I got one of the missions to
you just finished one of the quests.
I just finished one of my quests. This hired hitman comes after me. I kill him, look at the note, and sure as hell, I read the note, and it says Calixto.
Well, you never made that connection for a long time. Like,
yeah.
It's like this is. Oh, you went back to.
Yeah,
Windhelm,
I completely
like,
forgot
this
who
bitch,
it was.
Kill him.
So I went back to Windhelm, and I was like, "Oh my god, this guy's an asshole." So I stole all of his shit because I was pissed off at him, and Robin thought it was like, Brandt, you're being such a dick, and like
you stole all this shit because you stole a soup spoon.
Yeah, I got pissed off at him. I was like, I'm gonna steal some shit from him because he tried to kill me.
How dare you rebel for taking my shit?
So, what I ended up doing is like I stole a bunch of this shit, and I noticed he had a chest in his house that said like Calixto's private chest or whatever, and I was like, oh shit, this needs a key. I can't actually like lockpick this. So I was like,
steal the shit on him as well.
I'm gonna steal some of the stuff on him. So I used an invisibility potion to steal the key out from his pocket.
Along with his clothes and his coins.
Yeah, no, I did not steal his clothes, but I did steal his gold.
Oh, you would.
But I went.
Whoa, that doesn't look good on the way for me.
Yeah, it's fine. You laughed. It was cool. But I went back to the box and I looked in there, and there was a bunch of tools, embalming tools.
Yeah.
So embalming tools meaning like, you know, preserving the dead, those kind of things, like where you have to like scoop the eyeballs out and shit like
Get
that.
the brains out.
Exactly.
And
I was like,
you and Austin were just having a huge laugh at this. Like, why the fuck does this guy have nothing but embalming tools
we were
in
just,
his locked personal chest?
We were joking about it. So as I was like chilling around Windhelm, I came across this quest that this woman had been murdered, and I was like, wow, that's really weird. Because I had never gotten the quest before, nothing ever happened with it. So I started asking, and I started like poking around, and eventually it brought me to like somebody who studies bodies and deaths and stuff like that. And she was like, the only unusual thing about this body is it looks like it was cut up with embalming tools and shit like that. And I was like, wait a second. Wait a second.
You two literally pulled me onto my chair, I'm pretty sure.
I was like, Robin, come here. You need to see this. So after I talked with the lady, I went back to the box. I was like, Robin, holy fuck.
Look at this.
And as it turns out, this whole time, Calixto was being an asshole, trying to kill people in order to get his
sister back.
Yeah, he was trying to get his sister back. So, but by doing bad things, like he was like, you know,
he was
participate
necromancy.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my god, I know who did this. But the plot line, obviously, was like, you don't know this yet, so we're not gonna give you any dialogue options. And I was like, but I know who did it. I totally know who did it.
So I went to the wiki. I actually looked up on the wiki how to, like, if there was any way to fix it normally. And sure enough, Bethesda, you came through for us.
Yeah, there was a way that you could, you know...
You talked to the person being accused.
You talked to the person who was being accused who actually didn't do it. And I almost had to accuse him, and I didn't realize that it was going to go through like that.
Yeah.
But it was so... It was such like a cool moment for me. Like,
oh my god, you did all that just because you stole his fucking spoon.
Exactly.
And you're like, fuck this guy. I'm gonna steal all this shit because I couldn't steal one thing and get away with it.
Who knew stealing this one spoon, quote unquote, would lead me on an expedition of finding out who this killer was.
I just like how you guys like named him a dick.
He
and then
was such
figured
a
out
dick.
he actually is
He
one.
actually
in, like,
was a dick.
In like moral retrospect, not just you
It was
stealing his shit.
Probably one of my favorite moments playing video games.
We were so into it.
It was
amazing.
such a good moment for me because like I had never gotten like a quest that had been so like it all comes back around to this one tiny situation that happened, and fucking like I searched around his oddities place and stole that fork, and he must have been pissed about it. He was so pissed about losing a spoon that he sent a killer after me.
Well, when you think about it, like that was the shit like that him and his sister collected on adventures. Like,
Yeah,
that
it's true.
That's like his whole house is nothing but
All right.
memories of his sister. That
To be completely honest, now I feel like an asshole.
Now you do after all this.
But at the same time, like he was killing innocent people.
Well, you didn't know that. You just stole his fucking spoon, and it's like, oh, fucking, he tried to kill me. I'll steal everything.
It turned out all right in the end, Robin. He deserved it.
You got so lucky in the end in minutes.
Yeah, but it was one of those moments where I was like, I was really proud of it, and I just kind of had to share it because.
Oh my god, it
You
was
know.
ridiculous.
But
so fucking amazing.
of course, you know, just.
But I just love how like they're like again they made a freaking back door to it. Like it was not marked in any of the quests. It was just on your whim to be like, you know, talk to this fucking guy.
Yeah.
Talk to him instead of just going around the back and be like, you know what, you're under arrest now. We found all this. Shit.
Yeah, and Robin made a very good point. You were like, how many other quests can you complete
without the game telling you what to do to complete them.
Exactly.
Like, what
Like,
other back doors are
is there a back door that we don't know about to a lot of these quests?
Yeah, we know there's 2 now.
And I thought about it and I was like,
son of a bitch.
oh my god, this game could have more like possible outcomes for all these quests, and I thought that was really cool. Like,
Yeah.
I know like Skyrim's a decently old game. How old is it? It's about
Oh god.
it's about 2010, 2009 or something like that.
Was it? I thought it was like 2012.
I think it was.
Don't quote me on that, audience.
Yeah, no, they're gonna quote you on it and then rip you a new asshole.
This is 2020.
It was Robin, I believe if you read the wiki.
We'll tell that story later.
Yeah, we'll tell that story
God.
too. If you read the wiki, Robin.
That's what the wiki's for.
But yeah,
tell that
so
story
that was one of our cool experiences. Do you have any like cool experiences you want to talk about, like with everything you've been doing? Because I mean,
I don't know. There hasn't really been much like that stands out. Like I can find a fun time in anything. Like,
yeah,
I'll freaking find a butterfly and be like, oh, it fell down the cliff. Oh, my day is made.
yeah.
No, but I don't know. There were some fun times on Guns of Icarus. Like I actually had a completely random competent crew for once. For those of you who don't know, Guns of Icarus is the best game ever. Game of the century, decade, millennium. It's a lot of YouTubers played it as a thing for it. It's actually on the Jingle Jam. I think right now it's still going on. But it's a like airship-based steampunk game where you play as like it's 4 people to a ship, and you crew a steampunk airship, and you fight against other people, and it's the most rad thing in existence. 1, because it's steampunk. 2, because like you're actively like on a ship, like walking around as a character, having to like shoot things and fix things that are breaking, and like it's beautiful.
I think you would like. There's an indie game called Lovers in a Space Time.
Yeah.
Oh, in a
I've heard of
dangerous
that.
space time. Yeah, it's essentially like a 2D version of like a Space Guns of Icarus.
Yeah, like you're on like this round ship.
You're
and
on
you
a
have to,
round
like-
ship, and being 2 people, you have to like make sure that like there's one. You can only have 2 people, so you have 1 person like manning the controls, and then you have 1 person going around getting the guns, and then you go back and forth and try to.
Oh yeah, it's
like,
kind of like it's
keep
also kind of
stuff
like
going.
Faster Than Light. Like,
Oh yeah,
that's a
FTL.
game I like.
Ooh.
That's a game I really like too.
I really wish I could get that game.
play it sometimes. I have it.
I might have to.
It's super fun, but I just love it so much because it's actually like a 3D. Like it's like it's a first person perspective, so it's like you feel like it's actually you like fixing the hull and making sure the guns are working and shooting the ships and stuff like that. If that was a space game, that would be the single most amazing space game in existence.
See, I don't know if it would work.
That would appease every Star Trek fan, including me out there.
Robin is a Star Trek fan.
I do like Star Trek.
Maybe we'll talk about some Star Trek stuff later on too.
I would have to do it because I don't think any of you guys have seen Star Trek.
I've seen a little bit of Star Trek.
Really?
Yeah. I've seen a little bit.
Oh, okay.
I'm not like a dedicated, like, if you ask me like some lore elements, I'd be like, what?
What the fuck's a Klingon?
But I know some basic like knowledge of Star Trek and everything.
I grew up with it. Like my parents they actually made me watch the original series when I was a kid. Yeah, it was, and I got into it. Like there's an episode where they had like this like lava slug monster, which was literally a guy under like a bumpy rug. Like that was, and that scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. I'm like, oh my god, he's melting people.
All right.
He's fucking, and I was a kid. I didn't know any better.
Yeah. No.
And then I went on to Next Generation, Voyager, I watched Deep Space Nine here in college, and yeah. I mean, I'm not like gonna go to like TrekCon every time and ask like the captains to sign my butt, but
yeah. Dude, Robin.
No.
I will give you
I don't want fucking
$20 if you go to the Trekkie convention and you ask them to sign your butt.
I mean, $20 whole dollars?
Both cheeks. It has to be both cheeks.
$10 a cheek.
And they have to do it with a calligraphy pen.
Oh god. Oh god. It'll never come out. Some people would love that, I think.
All right. Well, we had a decent discussion for around 30 minutes.
This has been
almost 40 minutes.
This has been LlamaCast.
Yeah, there's we'll call it like something clever. Alpaca cast, something. I like Alpaca casts. What do you feel about that?
I don't know.
That's fine. Fuck you.
My brain's not ready for processing that right now.
But an update for those of you who are subscribed to this channel, or those of you who wish to subscribe to this channel, please do.
Click the button below. Yeah,
click the button, comment on this video. Let us know some of your, experiences with the games that we talked about today.
Oh, God. Or comment as we go. That's always fun.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be saying this at the end of the podcast, by the way.
No, we can have them.
For future reference.
Yeah, for future reference. Or if you want to, think about some things that we talked about today and discuss them, let us know. We are going to get back into recording videos. We had a little bit of an issue. My computer crashed.
Your computer exploded.
Yeah, and the editing software that we were using completely was erased.
Yeah.
So essentially, we had to re-get all of the, proper licensing and stuff for that. And now we're like, well,
it's working again. You just need to get it.
Yeah, and basically, Robin and I are the only people at our current apartment.
Yeah.
So it's been harder to get the other guys to do some videos. Nick and I are going to be doing some videos because we have fun with that. In fact, we were streaming the other day. But if you like us and like this format, I just decided to try to do a cast because I thought it would be fun to talk about some things. Yeah. And if people enjoy this kind of thing, we can continue doing it maybe as a weekly thing.
Yeah, sure.
Because it'll be fairly easy to edit. All I have to do is piece this together and maybe have some gameplay footage on in the background, which I might capture soon. But yeah, for those of you watching, thank you very much. This has been the Alpacas, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh.